Hey, Daily Dosers, this is Pastor Larry here, and we have this thing we call Bonus Mondays, in which we look back at the thing we taught on the previous weekend. Now, last weekend, I talked about how to respond when those we love keep messing up over and over again, or even just a big time mess up one time. And we saw that there are a variety of levels of foolishness and sin. And our response is different based on where it is in that little list of foolish things that we can do and sins that we can do. Well, one of the things I want to point out, and I didn't have time to point out, is that we often fall into this trap of wanting to be encouraging more than be truthful. And in the Old Testament, you had prophets who would come along and tell the children of Israel, it's okay. God's going to not let the Assyrians win the battle, or God's not going to let the Babylonians conquer us, or whoever the enemy on the horizon was, because they say, we're the sons and daughters of God. We're his chosen people. And yeah, we're goofing up and haven't done everything right, but man, they are way worse than we are. And they would cry out, peace, peace, safety, safety, as false prophets, because there was no peace and there was no safety. The book of Revelation tells us even in the end times that's what's going to happen. Listen to this from, not the book of Revelation, it's actually Thessalonians, speaking of the time in the book of Revelation, return of Jesus. It says this, for you are fully aware that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. Well, people are saying, peace and security. Destruction will come upon them suddenly, like labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. You see, it's always been that way. There's always been folks who want to make us feel good instead of give us the truth. And this is especially true with those we love. I hate to be the bearer of bad news to a son or a daughter or a parent or cousins or any extended family member. I hate to be that with somebody here at North Coast Church. I don't want to be that anywhere. But I know this. Words of encouragement, sticking what I call a pan in the pants when God's given a swat of life, never helps anybody. All it does is drive the foolishness or the sin to a deeper level. There have always been people who cry, peace, peace, safety, safety, or it's no big deal when it's a really big deal. Oh, it's not really a sin when, yes, it is a sin. No, this is really sweet when it's really bitter. Oh, this is good for you when it's really poison. We never want to fall into that trap. Be a truth teller. Speak the truth. But catch this. Book of Ephesians says, speak the truth in love. So we're going to speak the truth in love. Well, the loving thing to do is to say the truth. But it's not going to be with harshness. It's not going to be with shame. It's not going to be in a way that's hurtful. It's going to be in a way that's helpful. You see, I once heard it said this way. Truth without love is brutality. But love without truth is sentimentality. Both of those are not what we're called to. Speak the truth with love. And if you didn't catch it this week, go back and go through the message we did last weekend, because we all face it. People we love and care for mess up really big time. So do we, but right now we're talking about them. And when we do, there is a loving and proper response. Let's take it, not just pat them on the head and say, it'll be okay.